I'm Jill Phoenix. Welcome to your Kundalini practice. Today we're going to be working on a Kriya, which is a complete set or action on detoxification. Wonderful time of year to detoxify not only the body from food and drinks that we've probably been consuming for the last couple of months or days or weeks, but it's also, more importantly for me, to think of it as a way of shedding the mind and the spirit of things that I don't want to hold on to, things that I want to release as I call in new emotions and new positive outlooks and affirmations for myself. So this is a really powerful set. It's short. I'm cutting the times in half. So if it's something that resonates with you and you enjoy it, you can always go back and when you watch the video, just pause it and then double the time. Just an option. So we're gonna go ahead and tune in with a mantra. We always tune in with a mantra in Kundalini. And this is a way for us to call in all of the energy of all of our teachers, which can be not only yoga teachers, but it can also be any teacher that you resonate with in life. Your kids, for me it's nature, your pets, your family, your spouse, whatever that may be. And then it's also a way to call in and honor and acknowledge the divine teacher within yourself, which is the most important teacher there is. So the words to this mantra are Ong, O-N-G, Ong, Namo, Gurudev, Namo. And we'll do that 3 times. So before we begin with the mantra, go ahead and find a comfortable seat. Feel free to put a blanket or a pillow underneath your hips. And then if it feels okay to close the eyes, go ahead and close the eyes. You can focus the internal gaze point up to the eyebrows. And if that doesn't feel okay, then just leave the eyes focusing downward towards the floor or the earth. And just take a minute to observe everything around you, all the sounds that you hear. Any sensations that you might be feeling without any judgment or expectation of anything to be there. Just notice how you feel. And then we're going to create an energy lock with the neck. So we're just going to gently tilt the chin down to elongate through the back of the neck and then slide the head back. Not so much that you give yourself a double chin, but just enough to feel like the ears are right over the shoulders. Notice your breath at the tip of your nose. And then we'll start to move some energy, bringing the palms together, rubbing the hands. And this stimulates energy up through the arms, through the center of the chest, right to the heart, into the lungs. And then let your thumbs come back to the center of your chest. Roll your shoulder blades a little bit closer towards your spine. Keep that chin lock. Take a long, deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. And then inhale to tune in. Take a deep breath in. If you don't have any issues with blood pressure, hold that breath or suspend the breath at the top. If you have blood pressure issues, just keep breathing. And then exhale, release the hands down to your knees. And then gently blink the eyes open. So traditionally in Kundalini, we do some warm-ups, which I'm going to skip today and just get right into the Kriya for time's sake. If you feel like you're a little stiff or a little sore, you might want to put it on pause. Go through some cat-cows or some downward facing dogs, or do something to help yourself prepare to start the set. As you're ready, we're going to go ahead and come right on down to our back. So coming down onto your back, the soles of the feet are going to be facing out. So the heels are together, the toes are together, and then we're just going to start to open the feet out like a book, but keep the heels touching, and then bring the toes together, open like a book, toes together, open like a book, toes together. So you're just opening the feet out and then bringing them together, back and forth. There is no specific breath, so just breathe as you feel comfortable breathing, but the movement with the feet is rather quick, so moving the feet back and forth. Feel free to close the eyes, and in Kundalini we also use a drishti, which is a focal point for the eyes, and the normal go-to standby drishti is to have the eyes closed and bring that internal gaze point up to the third eye point, as if you were going to look out from within. And just quickly moving the feet out and in, out and in. You might notice the legs start to fatigue, but see if you can give yourself a little bit of a push. Just keep going with it. Feet are flexed as they go back and forth. Now for this little bit of time that we have left, see if you can go any amount faster. Keep going just a little bit more. So you'll notice, keep going, don't stop, but you'll notice at the end of each exercise that I'm going to instruct that we take a long, deep inhale and suspend the breath. So please, if you have blood pressure issues, please do not suspend the breath. Just take a deep breath and then exhale. We're also going to be engaging a lock called Muladhara Mulabandha. It's in the Muladhara chakra, the first chakra, and that is the pelvic floor and rectum area. It also involves the navel. So we'll be pulling those in towards the body and up. And then bring the feet together. Inhale, suspend the breath. And then engage that lock by pulling up and in on the pelvic floor, the rectum, the navel in towards the body and up. And then exhale, release. Just release the legs. Take a moment. Notice the energy moving in the body. And then our next exercise, we're gonna bring the hands together, clasped together in a mudra called Venus Mudra. It's just simply clasping the hands together at the base of the neck. Elbows come out to the sides. So I'm gonna show the first full version of the pose, and then if you need modifications, I'm gonna show that next. So just paying attention before you go right into the next exercise. So if you're gonna take the first full set or first version, you're going to have the hands underneath the neck. The feet are going to come up together 2 feet apart, and then we're going to alternately scissor the legs up and down, but the bottom leg is not going to touch the earth. So if that's too much for the low back, you'll just bring the hands underneath the hips instead and put a little bit of weight onto the elbows, and that can help. If that doesn't work, you can keep the knees a little bit bent if you need to, but it is important to keep the legs as straight as possible if that works for your body. So I'm going to clasp my hands behind my neck, pull my navel down towards the floor, and then lift the legs and then start scissoring the legs. Don't let the bottom leg touch. Right into the seat of the solar plexus and the digestive organs, the liver, the pancreas. Keep the legs as straight as possible and move them at a rapid pace. Stick with it. And then inhale both legs all the way up to 90. Suspend the breath. And then exhale, release the legs. Take Shavasana for just a few breaths. And then your choice of how to come onto your belly. You might bring your knees into your chest and rock forwards and backwards a couple of times to come up and then over, or you can roll over to one side and then make your way onto your belly. So we're going to be coming into a version of Cobra. In Kundalini, it's a little bit different. I'm going to show the first full version and then I'll show you a modification. So the first full version is to have the hands underneath the shoulders, toes together. And then as we press up, you straighten the arms and come up. And then back down. We're going to be moving back and forth. If that doesn't work for your back, you can stay up on the elbows in a Sphinx pose. If you have a very tender low back, you can also separate the feet a little bit wider. So whatever version you're going to come to, we're actually going to stick the tongue out of the mouth and we're going to be breathing in and out over the tongue with the mouth open. If it feels okay, close the eyes, have that internal focal point. Or you can have the eyes gently open, looking down at the tip of your nose. So we're going to stick the tongue out, take a breath in, exhale, push up, inhale down, over the tongue. Exhaling up, inhaling down. Keep going. Strong breath. Really bring that oxygen in over the tongue. Exhaling, letting it go as you rise. Last one, exhale up. And then inhale, come all the way down, resting on one cheek. It might feel good to bring your arms down next to your sides. Notice your breath and your heartbeat. If you're on one cheek, slowly roll the head to the opposite cheek to help neutralize your spine and your neck. And then come back onto your hands underneath your shoulders, and we're gonna come back over to our back. So just rolling back over. Legs straight, arms down by your sides. And then from here, we're gonna inhale, bring both knees into the chest at the same time. Take your arms up overhead, straight up from the shoulder, palms face each other. This is the inhale. The exhale is to lower the legs, lower the arms, and try not to let them just flop down onto the earth. You wanna do it with control. So it's inhale, knees up, arms up. Exhale, straighten and lower. Keep going. Inhale up, exhale, lower. Using your abs to help pull the knees in and to control as the legs straighten. Keep going, we're almost there. Last one, inhale up, suspend the breath, and then exhale, bring the feet down to the ground. Come over to one side and press back up into easy pose, which is a cross-legged pose. Feel free to sit up on a blanket or a pillow. And then the hands come to the knees, and we're gonna move in a counterclockwise rotation going to the left, rotating the spine all the way around, kind of churning the digestive system, massaging the organs. Feel free to get nice and big with your movements. Really churn the stomach, churn the intestines and the colon. Eyes closed, focusing inward and up to the brow point or down to the tip of your nose. And there is no breath pattern specified, so feel free to breathe how it feels good for you, but you want an inhale and an exhale with each rotation. Important for elimination purposes to really churn the colon, putting a little pressure on these organs to help us eliminate properly every day, getting rid of waste that can toxify the body. A little bit more. And then one last full complete rotation. Coming all the way around to center. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Suspend the breath. Bring Jalandhara Bandha back in. So that's that chin lock. Tuck the chin down. Slide the head back slightly. And then engage the pelvic floor, the rectum, and the navel. In and up towards the spine. Squeezing the energy up towards the crown of the head. And then exhale, release, and let it go. We have one last exercise in this set before we have a meditation. So we're going to come all the way up to standing. And so in our standing posture, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. We're going to come into a forward fold. And you may just want to watch for a moment and then I'll show you the modification. So we're going to reach down for the ankles. We're holding on to the ankles with the hands, and then we're gonna squat down as low as you can, and then inhale, straighten the legs, and exhale, squat back down. Now I realize that doesn't work for everybody's bodies, so feel free to modify by bringing the hands to the knees or just below the knees, wherever it's comfortable for your back. And then you'll just do like a modified chair. Even if you don't go down that far, the point is the intention. And in Kundalini Yoga, you also get the wonderful modification, find my words, the wonderful modification to visualize yourself in the posture doing it perfectly. So if your body physically cannot do this pose, just visualize that you're doing it perfectly and do the best you can with whatever placement of the hands works for you. Otherwise, we'll come down, letting the hands rest on the ankles. This is an inhale, and then we'll exhale, bend the knees down. Inhale up, exhale down. Moving all of the waste products that we just helped to stir up in the body with the previous exercises, move down towards the rectum in order to be eliminated. Just a couple more. And then inhale up, suspend your breath, do your best to engage Mula Bandha, pull up and in. And then exhale, release, come all the way up. Feel free to shake the legs out. And then we're gonna come down into a seat for our short meditation before Shavasana. Finding a comfortable position. There's no specifications on placement of the hands. One that feels especially nice is to bring the first finger and thumb to touch in Gyan Mudra and either have the hands down, or typically we face the palms up. But again, you don't have to do that. If it feels better to just have the hands in the lap or on the knees, feel free to find the position that's comfortable for you. Closing the eyes if that's comfortable. And then our meditation has a mantra. And the mantra is Sat Nam, and we'll say that 6 times, and then Wahe Guru. Sat translates to truth. Nam translates to name. So true self, or I am truth. Truth is my identity. And Wahe Guru is, it's like inexplainable bliss. It's like, Wahe Guru, this is amazing. So it's a wonderful mantra all about connecting to yourself and the bliss that you've created for you and just how amazing you are. So again, it's Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru. So closing the eyes. Bring Jalandhara Bandha back in, slightly tuck the chin, elongate through the back of the neck, sit up straight, but without forcing yourself into a really rigid position. And then we'll take an inhale to begin. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Wahe Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Last one. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Now take a deep inhale, bring your arms overhead, let your palms touch. Hold or suspend that breath in. Engage root lock, pull up and in on the pelvic floor, rectum, navel, in and up. Hold the posture as you exhale and release the lock. Again, inhale, suspend and squeeze. Hold the posture, exhale, release. One last round, inhale. Suspend, squeeze the energy up the spine to the fingertips. And then exhale, release, release the arms, and go ahead and come all the way down onto your back. Coming down for relaxation pose. Using any props that you would like to support you in your relaxation. yourself be fully held and supported by the earth or the ground below. Shavasana is so incredibly important for the body. It's allowing time for the benefits of the practice to fully integrate into the system. All of that work that we just did is having a chance to be fully digested by the body as we take rest for just a few minutes together. You can always pause the video and stay here as long as you would like. But in the spirit of keeping this a shorter video, we're going to go ahead and just start to bring some gentle movement back to the fingers and the toes and into the wrists and ankles. Take a long, deep inhale as you reach and stretch the arms long overhead, fully flexing and pointing the feet, reaching back to the fingers. And then on your next exhale, lower the arms to scoop the right knee into the chest and hold on to the knee with the left arm. Extend the right arm out to the side. Inhale here, and as you exhale, cross the knee over to the left for a cat stretch. Back through center, switch legs, bring the left knee into the chest, hold on with the right hand, extend the left arm, inhale here, and then exhale, cross the knee over to the right. Come back through center, bring both knees into the chest, bring the soles of your feet to touch and your palms to touch, and then inhale, rub the hands, rub the feet. Exhale, shake the arms, shake the legs. One more time. Inhale, rub. Exhale, release. Shake it out. And then you can bring your hands to the fronts of the shins or behind the thighs and then roll forwards and backwards to come up to a seat. Or you can rock over to one side and then come up to a seat. Close our practice with one more short mantra. We were just saying it, Sat Nam. But in this closing, we're going to draw the Sat out long and the Nam will be short. Once again, connecting to that identity of truth or true self. Let your hands come in front of the heart, rub the palms one last time. And then bring the thumbs to the center of the heart. Roll your shoulder blades towards each other. Take a long, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale it out of the mouth. Create that neck lock. Slightly tuck the chin down. Slide the head back. Take another long, deep inhale to close. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you stay happy and healthy, full of love and light. Sat Nam. Have a beautiful day.